How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's probably one of the first videos I start where I'm actually walking in the middle of the street somewhere, but I'm coming to you guys live. This is episode 2 of the whole mini loop. We yesterday got here. If you haven't seen the video, we crossed in this thick fog that you guys are seeing right now, from all the way from Key Largo, 180 miles here to Fort Myers. Now today we're doing about 150 miles, and we're gonna cross Florida from one side to the other side. We're gonna start here in Fort Myers where we are now, and we're gonna end all the way in Stewart. So never done this before, never gone through locks before. I've seen a ton of videos, but today we're actually gonna do it, and hopefully this wind goes down, and not only the wind, the fog, because it wasn't pretty yesterday if you guys didn't see that video. But we're walking now towards the boat, and I'll catch you guys up once we get there. All right, guys, so we just left the dock, nice and smooth. We're coming out of here of the channel. We're gonna be heading all the way upriver. First time doing it, so I'm super excited. Wish the weather was a little bit better, but hey, if the day's gonna be nasty and windy and foggy, I'd rather be on a river than in a wide open ocean. Promise you that. Hope I don't regret saying that, but that's what I think. All right, guys, so we're coming out here to the river, and I feel like I'm in New York in the Hudson River or something. Can't even see across, barely. But let's get this trip underway. The first bridge is gonna be this one up ahead here. It's the first time I ever seen ducks. Those are literally ducks. That's how you know this ain't full salt water either, because if not, I don't think they'll be hanging out here. Let's make our way slowly to the bridge. It's foggy as heck, as you see. Not great visibility, but we're here to do a mission and we're gonna complete it. As I was embarking on this new adventure, I knew today was the most critical leg of this trip. I had to go through 5 different locks to be able to make it to the Atlantic side before the last lock closed on me at 4:30 p.m. I was feeling nervous and excited at the same time. This was a whole new experience for me. I've never been through any locks. I had been planning this trip for a while, and finally, me and my son were here and we were ready to go. Now that we're heading upriver, we're saying bye-bye to civilization, because now this way is just barely homes and not much more stuff. It's more country, more wide open. And also the river, as wide as it is right now, is gonna start getting tighter. Once you go from west to east, you're gonna be going up water to the locks. Then once you get to Okeechobee, then you start dropping back down to get back to the ocean side. We're actually getting to our first drawbridge, which by the looks of it is open. It looks like a railroad bridge. All right, guys, so we're going slow here because in the ICW from November 14th, I think it said, to March 31st, it's a no wake zone due to manatees. And I get it, because when here in South Florida, when the water gets cold and the cold weather comes, they all swim upriver to get to warmer waters. We're crossing here, this railroad bridge. Couldn't really find the name on Google, but I doubt that it's active. I might be wrong, but I don't think there's any more railroad trains passing through this bridge. I don't see nobody up in the office. I wonder how old this bridge is. Yeah, I doubt that it's working. Pretty cool to see though. Right, that next bridge up ahead, I do know very well. That's I-75, major interstate highway that rides on the west coast of Florida. All right, guys, so we're passing here, FPL power plant. This thing powers a big chunk of the west coast. We do have a plant down in Miami where I live that's called Turkey Point, which is also run by FPL. Thanks to these guys, our prices down here in Florida are not that expensive if you compare it to the rest of the nation. But huge reactors. I haven't seen any manatees yet, but this is where they would be at. Once we get ahead, leave that sign over there. We're gonna get back on plane, and as I said before, get to that first lock. I can't wait. All right, here we go. Nice little complex here. Got their own marina and everything. Bay Point. All right, we're here at the Wilson Pigot Bridge. This bridge is a drawbridge, but we should clear this bridge without a problem. And then here, it's one of the most famous places to eat on the river. I think it's called Yard House, if I'm not mistaken. See? No, I'm sorry, the Boat House. It's a tiki bar. Very famous spot here. Heard it gets filled on the weekends. But we ain't got time for that. We got to get across all the way to Stewart. If you got a sailboat, you'll definitely have to call the bridge on channel 9. So locks are channel 16. Bridges, as you guys see there, channel 9. Nice houses here with water in the back. Oh look, there's a guy up there skiing. Gotta make sure we give him some distance just in case he falls. This here is called Owl Creek. I'm sorry, Owl Creek. Oh, we got dropped. We got you. He put his hands up, let us know that he fell. But I saw him. Nice. Oh! I don't know how I feel about doing that in this water. Look at that water for reference. But hey, he did have a wetsuit on. Look at that nice house right there. Alrighty, so we're getting here to our first lock, which is the Franklin lock. First thing you want to do when you approach these locks is give them a call on the radio. Let them know. The light's red right now, so it might be locking on the other side. But let's go ahead and make that call and let them know we want to get passage. Guys, I'm interrupting this video real quick because I have a huge announcement to make. I am now going to become a yacht broker, so all these questions that you guys have about boats that I've been answering throughout the years of my channel, now I'm going to be able to help you guys buy a boat or even sell your boat. It doesn't matter if it's a Sea Hunt, if it's a Yellowfin, a Contender, or if it's a cruiser boat. I'm going to be able to help you guys get you the best rate, get you guys the best price, so you guys can follow your dreams and not only go to the Bahamas, but do boating life, which is the best life. If you're interested in me helping you buy a boat or sell your boat, you're going to call me at 305-283-9027. I repeat, 305-283-9027. Give me a call, guys, for serious inquiries, and I'm gonna help you guys get into the boat of your dreams. Franklin lock.
Lines off the wall, one bow, one stern. If you got a radar, turn it off, life jackets on. When you depart, you will go on the starboard side only, the 26-foot clearance. Keep your speed slow when exiting the chamber. That gate's also going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to open due to the slow speed. How copy?
Copy. All right, so basically he told us he wants us on the starboard side. He's having an issue on one of the lock doors, so he's going to take a little bit longer to open up. Once he turns that green light.
This is the vessel assist. We're the one, I mean, I'm sorry. This is the
somebody else
assisted living 53-foot Hatteras. just upstream or east of you. Were you talking to me?
You're the one I need to talk to, so just stand by. Vessel on the west side. You got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Hey guys, are you coming back today or are you guys going one way?
One way, we'll be going all the way to Stewart.
Okay, so just stand by. I gotta get this vessel through. You probably heard that traffic. We're having gate issues. We've been having a gate issue for about a month. When you come in, you will come in only on your port side. Also, when you get up to Moorhaven Keene area, there's another lock up there that's having the same gate issues as well. How copy?
Appreciate the info.
All right, vessel on the east side. This is Frank and Locke. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. We heard everything you were talking about.
So there's a big Hatteras that's coming in the lock right now. Once he comes out, we're gonna go be the next ones to cross the other way. Day is getting really nice. Fog's clearing completely. Sun's coming out. I'm ready for my first lock. You ready?
Nervous a little bit, but
You're a little nervous? I mean, I'm a little nervous too. But
Hey, you guys are all good right there. Just start looking for 2 lines, please.
I think it's talking about
yeah, I was talking. Just letting them know he's good right there where he's at. But really, it's important just to follow directions when you get here. So after you,
drop about 1.5 feet.
he just said they're going to drop about 1.5 feet, which is not
we're
that
gonna
much.
go up like a foot and a half.
Yeah, so we'll be going up 1.5 feet. But it's just important just to listen, and if you don't hear it clearly, it's okay to ask, to repeat it. But just follow directions. It tells you to go to starboard, go to your starboard side, halfway, and just be ready once you get in there. By the looks of it, we'll be the only boat locking going the other way because
This good right here?
no boats are coming behind us. So
Yep, that's good, Captain. We're going to drop about 1.5 feet.
so
All copy.
we're about to see the doors open right now and the water start kind of flowing out. Slightly opening, if you guys can see. It's a little crack. Water's flowing out. Alrighty, this big Hatteras is making its way out. And now once the light turns green, it's going to be our turn to go in.
Frank and Locke to the vessel on the west side of Ravel Point. You got a copy?
I copy.
Hey, Cap. Hey, listen, looks like your boat's set up for a starboard side type. I need you guys to stay on the port side. Also, life jackets on. Once you're set up, you go ahead and come on in. Come in about halfway, grab 2 lines. How copy?
Copy. We'll switch them over now. Once it's on the other side. We're going to go about halfway in, he said. So when I point out a line, I'll tell you, hey, grab that one. Oh, you see it's a door that folds in. Pretty cool. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna switch over to 360 cam so I can have my hands. Tighter? Oh, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Tied up here. Did the stern. My son did the bow. Immaculate. Did that nice and simple. I'm proud of him for his first lock. He did great. So now they're gonna lock the doors behind us, which they're coming in slow, very slow. And then they'll open the front one. So as you guys see there, the next lock is going to be the Ortona lock in 28 miles. Then we have the Keene Junior lock. We have the Port Mayaca lock, and then the St. Lucie lock, which is 106 miles away from here. We'll be doing all that today. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of history of this Franklin lock. It was constructed back in 1965, and it cost $3.8 million to make this lock. About 15,000 vessels cross through here annually. And this lock, as you heard, is going to go up about 1.5 feet as we make our way to Okeechobee. This also helps keep all the salt water from contaminating with the fresh water on the other side. But as you guys see, the back lock starting to close. Then he'll open the front one so that we can continue on our way. You guys already know we had to leave our mark. Miami Living 305. It's very important that you guys hold on to the lines very tight once they open the doors, because all that water rushing in creates a little bit of turbulence, and sometimes, you know, the boat wants to push away from the wall. So this is the most important part, and you don't want to, you know, tie up too much because the water is going to be rising anyway. So you kind of got to hold the line. All right, guys, so we officially graduated and made it through our first lock. How was it? Right? He was freaking out for nothing. And we went from, how he said, 14 feet to 15.5. My son, the mate's picking up all the buoys. Shaping out to be a good mate.
I don't know about all that.
I pay him in food. All right, guys, so once we make our way out of here, we're gonna take our life jackets off and get back on plane. Alrighty, next stop is the Fort du Nord swing bridge. Oh, look at this big ship. We got one in Miami like that. That's like a casino. Sir Winston. That was a cool experience. All right, off to the next one. Alrighty, we went a couple miles up the river, and now we are at the Lee County Alva Bridge. So, gotta always come in, no wake zone to these bridges. But really enjoying seeing the houses. Really nice houses here. Oh, looks like there they say what? Beer, takeout, ice, bait. Oh, okay. Coming soon. So I guess they're gonna do a little bait shop or something there. But if you had a sailboat, you would have to, you know, call Channel 9, have the bridge open for you. But we should be able to make it through without an issue. Says idle, no wake for the next half mile. That sounds like fun. Probably till we get to over there. There's the bridge. We got good depth here. We got about 23 feet, exactly what it says there. Then we're gonna hit the Fort du Nord swing bridge, which is always a cool bridge to see. Old school bridge that actually swings open. That's what this is. Looks like Lee County here has a ramp there with a dock. I've seen some people on YouTube actually, ooh. Damn, we fell. Poor kid. But that's how you learn how to ride a bike. So like I was saying, there's a public dock there that people can use. And I've seen people stay at that dock overnight also. But we're about to get out of the no wake zone and keep it going. Got a long way to go. This section is way more country now. Looks like another dock right there, another ramp. I'll be getting looks from people like, what is a center console doing on the river? There's the Fort Deneau Bridge. Alrighty guys, so we got here, this is called the Fort Deneau Bridge, and it's actually a swing bridge where the person has to walk from the little house all the way out there to open the gate for us. So let's go ahead and make the call. Fort Deneau Bridge, Fort Deneau Bridge.
Fort Deneau.
This is Miami living in a blue center console requesting East Passage.
Captain, the bridge was just open, so it'll be about 10 minutes. What's the name of your vessel?
Miami living.
10-4.
Alrighty, so she had just opened the bridge for those two over there, so she said it's gonna be about 10 minutes. She has to let the cars pass by. This is a one-lane bridge, so we gotta let the traffic go by, and in about 10 minutes, it'll be our turn to cross. See the cars that were waiting? So this bridge was made in 1963. It's about 434 feet long. There's a 8.9 foot clearance. So if you're under that, you don't even have to have it open. Fort Deneau was actually established in 1837. It was a supply depot during the Second Seminole War. It was named after the French-Canadian trader Pierre Deneau. So this is one of the oldest towns here in Florida. We're gonna go ahead and wait these 10 minutes for our turn, and she'll go ahead and swing the bridge. She'll actually walk right there to the center, swing it open. She'll be trapped on the bridge, and then once she closes it, she can make the walk back. Alrighty, so she just closed the bridge for the cars, and she's making her way over. Sorry, we just missed you on the last one. I said, sorry, we missed you on the last one by a few seconds.
If you come this way and you know you're coming through here, when you get about a mile out, turn your radio on because you can move.
Got it.
And I can hold it for a few minutes until you get here.
Thank you.
I can see you coming from this way.
Right, but not this way.
Around the corner.
It's our first time going through here, so I'll keep that in note for the next time. Thank you.
Good luck.
Pretty cool. You don't see that every day. Now I'm just gonna swing it right back. There it goes. Alrighty. Next stop is, I believe, the Ortona Lock. So let's go ahead and make our way that way now. Alrighty, we made it here to La Belle. Here is an awake zone as we approach the bridge. It's a big marina here, I believe, to the left-hand side. Very nice area here. Now, if you are coming on this, loop and you want to stop here, you can stop here at La Belle, and these docks are actually free. One of the few places that offer free docks anywhere. They do have a FWC boat there also. But La Belle's a nice little town. Like if anybody needs to stop and get, groceries or whatever, it's in walking distance. But going under here, bridge. And we're gonna resume operations right there, where that sign is. And we're only about 10-15 minutes from the Ortona log. So catch you guys up once I get a little closer to that. I don't know if that's a tow ball or what that is. Oh, look at that. Big stick right here, big branch. Gotta keep your eyes open here. Beautiful boat. Very nice. That's really nice. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so we made it to our second lock. Let's go ahead and give them a call. Let them know that we're requesting passage. We torn our lock.
Sir, tone lock, go ahead.
This is Miami living in a blue center console requesting East Passage.
Stand by for green light. Have your life vest on. Be prepared to tie up starboard. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
10-4. All right, she said starboard, so let's set up all the buoys on the starboard side and get ready to go. All right, guys, so we're entering the lock. I try to slide up as much as possible because I got a big boat behind me. That red boat that we passed, I'm gonna show you guys now. Can I grab the one in front of the square? See him? Got it? Alrighty. Oh, this guy had a little bit of a hard time. It's a way bigger boat. There it goes. Damn, we're gonna go way up. All right, guys, so water has risen about 6 to 7 feet, maybe even 8. Got another little foot to go. Holding on here to the rope. And we're locking through. Just got one more lock to get to Okeechobee, and then once we get on the other side of Okeechobee, we got 2 more locks. But we're making good time. Left our mark here too. Doors are opening up. Alright guys, so we're making our way up the river. Kind of like in the middle of nowhere right now. I haven't seen a house in a while. We should be getting to Moore Haven in a little bit. which is kind of like the next town. Just riding, not much to see right now. My skipper's taking a little shut-eye. We're riding through. Last thing you want to do is get caught in that. I'm sure your propellers won't like that. I am surprised that I haven't seen any gators yet. Usually you see them all around the ridge here, the shoreline. I haven't yet to see one yet, but I'm sure they're out here. All right, everyone, we made it here to Moore Haven. I actually know Moore Haven pretty well because my grandma lives in Sebring, and I take Highway 27 to get to her house whenever I go to visit her. Moore Haven is a small little town. I mean, I think if there's more than 5,000 people here, I say like 3, to be honest. 3,000 max. And you know, all they have is like a Burger King, or they used to have a Burger King, and that's literally all they have here in Moore Haven, and a post office. They do have a high school with a big football field, but other than that, it's a very small town here in Central Florida. Now here in Moore Haven, I do know that they have docks. I believe they have free overnight docks. Don't quote me on that, but I've seen other YouTube videos, other YouTubers that have stayed here, and they elect to stay here when they're making the crossing. Since most boats that cross through here are not center consoles that can do it all in one day, people usually cut it into 2 days. So a lot of people stop here. And we do have a lock up ahead. It's the Moore Haven lock. So let's go ahead and make a call and see if it's open or if we're gonna have to lock through. Well, by the looks of it, we do have to lock through, so told us to just stand by. I see a big boat coming in, so we're coming out. So let's give them a chance to come out, and then we'll be going in. You guys know the drill already. All right, so he told us we can get on either side. I elected to do the starboard side, and this big boat's coming out, so that means it's RQ. And he said to stay.
Disregard that red light, buddy. Come on in.
Oh, he said disregard the red light and come on in, and to stay.
Thanks, Moore Haven Lock, but that's one I won't remember or won't forget for a while. The wind can do wonders for you, bud.
So that's this boat coming out now. So he told us to stay towards the end of the lock, I guess, for the pressure of the water that's going to come through. But let's go ahead and make our way in.
I have one gauge down in Franklin too, but you have bigger gauges.
Alrighty, so they're shutting the doors behind us. Once these shut, the front ones will open. By the looks of the wall, we're going to probably go up maybe 5 feet, give or take. The doors are closing. It's going to be our 3rd lock of the day so far. We're becoming pros at this, right? Feel more comfy now doing this? Because yesterday he was like asking me like, all right, so what are we supposed to do and how do we do it and this and that. Like, bro, it's not that big of a deal. We got this. So as soon as those close, you guys know the drill. Front ones are going to open, and we're going to see really how much water is going to be let in.
As I was leaving the lock, since only one door was working, all of a sudden I got a huge current that threw my bow all the way towards the lock wall. I had to go full reverse on my starboard and forward on my port side to kind of get the boat to go the other way, and I can safely exit the lock without an issue.
Showing off.
Thank you. Alright, so we made it to the Moore Haven lock. It's a little bit of a turbulence there getting out, but no big deal. Now let's keep it moving. We're gonna cross Okeechobee, which with this wind must be super choppy. See what we deal with when we get there. But another lock done. That's 3. 2 more to go. This big hill that you guys see here, that was put in place so if one day Okeechobee was to, you know, flood, it doesn't flood the rest of Florida. We can kind of contain it. And with the locks, that's what they're mainly for, to control the water level. Yeah, a huge piece of log. Y'all saw that? I thought it was a buoy. I was like, did somebody really leave a buoy in the middle of this channel? That was a huge wooden piece. Man, you gotta keep your eyes peeled out here at all times. Could be different debris or even a gator. Definitely don't want to hit a gator. Next stop is going to be Clewiston. Alrighty, here we go. Get into Lake Okeechobee. So far, so good. Now this is a place you definitely want to stay in the channel. For sure, it's looking like there's going to be some white caps. Hey, thank God we're in the center console for this. I wouldn't want to do it in a flat boat. Okeechobee's so big you can't even see on the other side. And the fog is gone. No way I can see to the other side. Yeah, Okeechobee is no joke today. We're about 32. We're in 1.5 right now. Just breaking on the waves. Woo, that was a big one. We're about maybe 10 miles from the next lock, or Mayaka lock. It's definitely rough out here. Good thing I've crossed the Bimini and way worse. But man, I had an idea with this wind that it wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and showing, guess I was right. I didn't even have to call him. He saw me coming in and raised me on the radio, so that's why I didn't get a chance to even record it.
Please have your PFDs on before you enter the chamber.
10-4. Let's go ahead and put our life jackets on also.
Down, right?
Alrighty, so the gates behind us are closing. and then the front ones are going to open. He said we're only going to go up, or actually down, a couple inches, he said. So not much of a drop on this one. He asked me if it was bumpy. I was going to say yes, it was definitely bumpy. But we made it. We went ahead and tagged up the wall right there. If y'all ever see that, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll give you guys a shout out. Alright. Looks like we're not really dropping much. He was right. Maybe 1 or 2 inches at most. Alright, so we literally got out of that Port Mayaca lock, and then we have this little drawbridge here, which looks to be not working. It's pretty cool to see all these bridges. You see how they used to work back in the day. Alright guys, so there's a swing bridge up ahead that we have to call, because by the looks of it it's closed, so let's go ahead and give it a call. Indian Town Swing Bridge, Indian Town Swing Bridge. This is Miami Living in the center console requesting East Passage.
I tried to let you know bridge starts open, or ask that you, when the bridge starts open, that you wait till it fully opens, because it's on the stand that will bring to a stop, and we want to get your boat through safely. Stand by.
Copy. Alright, so he told us to make sure we wait till it swings all the way open, so we go through, and he'll be opening it up in a few minutes. Alrighty, looks like it's fully open. Let's go ahead and make our way through. I believe the bright line passes through here. Pretty cool. So looking at that sign, they're open on notice except from 7 to 7, from 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Alright guys, so all we have left to do is go to the Port St. Lucie lock, and we're basically going to be out in the ocean. Once I get out to the ocean, I'm going to run. Instead of running the intercoastal where we have a bunch of no-wake zones, I'm probably just going to go out and hug the coast and go all the way in by West Palm Beach where Peanut Island is. We'll spend the night there after we grab something for dinner. But man, I've been planning this, and I don't want to jinx it yet, but up to right now, everything has worked out as planned. Going through the locks is really not that hard. Maybe if I was by myself, it would be harder, but with my son, it hasn't really been hard at all. So kind of like a straight shot, another little section here. There's not much to see. It's on great time. Left this morning early, like around 8. It's about 2 o'clock, and we're about to clear our last lock. Alrighty, we finally made it to our last lock. This is the St. Lucie lock. Let's go ahead and call the lock master so they can go ahead and let us in. St. Lucie lock, St. Lucie lock.
St. Lucie lock.
This is Miami Living in a blue center console requesting East Passage.
Eastbound, where you at?
Right here where the campground starts or ends for you.
Stand by.
10-4. Alright, so he just told it to stand by. It's probably gonna have to get it prepped, but get him ready. Let's go ahead and see where he wants us to go, port side or starboard side, so we can set up our buoys and get this last lock done. As a matter of fact, so we can fit, you get not this one, the next one. All right, so we're tied up here. It's locking the doors behind us. It's gonna open the ones in front of us, and then we drop. All right, here you gotta make sure you're giving it slack because we're gonna be going down, all right? So don't tighten it too much. Huh? You said what? Hey, just be, taking it out little by little, right? Let me put my sticker before I get complicated. So if anybody ever sees it, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll give you all a little shout out. So we're dropping down quick. Yeah. This thing's dropping fast, look at that. I can't even reach where I put the sticker up there. And we still got quite a view, quite a go. I think it was like 12 feet. Look how big those doors look now. They're looking small. It's crazy. We were all the way up there. And now look how far we came down. Probably about 12 feet. Appreciate it, thank you. Just like that. Done with the locks for the day. All right, so since we just cleared our last lock, now we're gonna come out of the river, out to the ocean, and then we're gonna come back in when we get to West Palm Beach. Even if I left all the way to the Keys, I wouldn't make it. I would run out of sunlight, if I were to shoot up myself all the way down there today. So we're gonna stop and camp out on the boat in Peanut Island. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be my first time camping on this boat. Pretty much simple. There's a bed up there in the front. We're just gonna put the cover on the front and we should be fine. All right guys, so we're back in a major city. Look at these houses. Beautiful. Alrighty, so looks like this bridge right here. I think I can make it under this. I took off the flags, but let's see. Yeah, I should be able to clear it. Yeah, I got some space there. Antenna shouldn't touch either. Give everybody else space and time. Everybody here is trying to get through that bridge. Our little sea hunter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to hit the Atlantic. Let's see how she looks, because we got to still run about 25 miles around there or so, down past Jupiter, all the way. What the heck? There's a bunch of fish jumping there. Feeding frenzy, look at that. Look at that. Fish is jumping everywhere. Like I was saying, we gotta go all the way. Now the reason why I'm going through the ocean is because I want to try to eat dinner before we get our anchor spot. Woo. And going through the ICW, there's a bunch of no wake zones. It's just an inlet part right here. It should calm down once I get a little bit more out here. Running out here in the Atlantic, I got a little closer to shore so that the land kind of blocks the wind coming offshore. And the waves are not bad at all. There's just a couple little rollers here and there. But I trimmed almost all the way down to kind of help with that. And this has honestly been the little best section right here since we left the inlet right here. Alrighty guys, we made it. It's been a while since I've been here. I came to Peanut Island one time in like 2021 or 2022. I haven't been back here since. Alrighty, let's pull into the restaurant and get our grub on. Alrighty guys, so we made it here to Peanut Island. That's probably where we're gonna spend the night.
What do you do? What's like the content?
The content, I do a lot mostly to Bahama trips. Alright guys, so we're here at the Sailfish Marina and Resort. They have a marina, but they also have this restaurant here with a beautiful view. For the seats outside, you did have to wait, but for the inside, it was sit right away. And yeah, I eat by the water every day, so I was like, we need to eat now before the sun goes down, so we can then secure our spot somewhere around Peanut Island across from us right now. Gonna kind of see which way the wind's gonna move at nighttime, and then if I see it's gonna be coming from the south, which is what the forecast is saying, I'm gonna get on the north side of the island. But before anything, let's get some food in our system so we could get through the night, because tomorrow morning we gotta head all the way to Key Largo. Alrighty guys, so I got some shrimp and linguine. My son got some mac and cheese and half a chicken. You know, we're about to enjoy this right now. Alrighty guys, so dinner was great. Now we're walking back to the boat. We're gonna go right across the bay, get our anchor spot for the night. Alrighty guys, so we're anchored up here. We're here at Peanut Island. As you guys see, that's the island right there. We have a couple boats around us. The reason why I chose this spot is because the wind's gonna be coming in from the north. Is gonna shift at night. So what I did was I got an anchor in the back and the one in the front as a safety. And now we're just gonna put our big tarp on to cover this whole bow area. And this is gonna be our sleeping arrangements for the night. Now if you want to see what we do, you guys are gonna have to wait for the next video where I show you guys how I set up, how we sleep and all that. And we got to go about 200 miles, I think, from here from West Palm Beach all the way to the Keys. So I was gonna gear it up for tomorrow, but this one I'm gonna let you guys go. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification button, and I'll catch you guys on episode 3. Peace.